Hey, hi everyone. It's Arnab Chatterjee, and I'm introducing all of you to one of my projects I built recently during my weekends, and I call it pymon. So, what exactly is pymon? So, all of you know about Node1, right? Node.js developers and Express.js developers knows it pretty well, like to restart their servers in a hot reloading mode. So there is no such kind of tool in Python. Flask, Django, or FastAPI has their own tooling, but there is nothing something a differentiate tool for doing this stuff. Okay, so I thought of building one, and I call it Pymon. So what is it exactly does, right? And the demos gonna include these things. I'll be running a HTTP server, like a basic HTTP server, not Flask one or something, and a Flask app with HTML rendering. Okay, like without its default debugger. So let's start. I'm using Docker for running it since it's only for Windows. It is only for Linux for currently. So let's see. So if you see this, it's a pretty easy syntax actually. Like a pymon run your command, then the environment or the folders that you're gonna ignore. Like here I want to ignore my virtual env file. And if you see this, what this program is basically doing is that it's opening a buffer into its memory before starting the app, and it's gonna serve this application. Okay, this data.json. So let's see what's the default output currently. I'm making this window side by side. If you see this coming we earn up, right? Like now let me add change it. If you see it's you can see the directory is getting changed and the files getting changed, and you can do it, right? I can type it anything. If you see it again, this got changed, and let me add another field. Let's see. If you see it, like fine. Like I know it's a pretty kind of like vague example. We should do it. We should read the thing in the get request itself, but yeah, it's fine. And let's see the same thing for our Flask app. I haven't exposed my port, but so do it by curl request only. Let me run it. Same command, and if you see it now, like I will be making some curl request inside. If you see this thing, it's the HTML getting rendered, right? Like let's change the HTML and let's save it. Boom. You can see the logs here, right? You can see the logs here. It's running easily, and it's hot. How I can say it's hot reloading? Like let's test it once more. Like let me change the port here to maybe 8080, in which our another server is running. If you see, like the port 8080 is already used by another server, right? And let me close this thing and let's try it once again. If you see it, yep, it's running perfectly fine and the application is pretty closed. You can see nothing is running, right? And let me change the port once more, and if you see it now, so yeah, it's a hot reloading kind of thing. But now some interesting part that I want to discuss. Is it only for Python? I would say no, it's not only for Python. Basically, it's a watcher system over your directories. Now you can consume it in the whatever way you like. I built a watcher, I built the consumer, and I built a CLI above it. And but the watcher is also present in the GitHub repo. If you go and check it out, you can consume the events in the way you want. Like, but what can be the cool events, right? You can build an event notifier system the way I'm using it, right? Like it's a Replit kind of system, right? You can spin up Docker containers and attach file watchers over it, and you can instead of creating a separate API watching your directories, you can build that API inside of your Docker container to watch over your system, or in an AI driven kind of thing, right? How? Suppose you are making changes and the AI needs some context about that code, like the things are done in the Bolt app or the V0 app or the Lovable app, right? Same thing, it can be pretty easily done. Like you can write over your event. So let me know how it. But the most common use case will be like hot reloading server. So let me know like what things you want here, what how you like using this whole Pymon thing, and how is the developer experience. It's installable as well. And if you want to know like how whole things are working or not, like I wrote all those stuff in the form of ND files. And if you want to contribute for the Windows part, I am happy to accept PRs. So bye for now.